Want to make sure that it was up where it needed to be. There we go.
Okay, go back. About the pamper. Go back.
That's my fault. We'll do it like that, yeah.
Had some technical difficulties. Mr. Steele will go back to his story about the rest home lady.
The
Go
pamper.
ahead. The pamper.
See, what happens is, just because you always supposed to call her first, because sometimes when she got allergies, and if you call at the wrong time, one of her allergies might just snuggle on her, and then you like, she'll say hello, and then you be like, hey, how you doing, Grace? She'll be like, hey, achoo! And next thing you know, she got to get changed. Ain't nobody finna show up to that.
No, you're right.
Because at 7 o'clock, because that's usually the time I call, ain't no nurse. And I refuse for her to sit in it. And I ain't finna be the type to help. You's a side hoe. You ain't somebody that I'm just gonna stand in the front of. So she gonna have to do it on her own.
Now, how are you having sexual relations with this woman at the rest home? I mean, the doors. I mean, explain to the people how you get away with that. Because I've never heard nobody having sex with, women at the rest home.
See, you one of them people that's claimed the military and ain't never been. See, you got to live in the rest home to know when. See, it's real news. You know how I do it?
Right.
I knock.
Knock. What you?
Knock. Okay. Guess what she say?
What?
Come in. Guess what happens?
What happens?
I roll in with my wheelchair. She turns around and I start looking. By then, she done already took off the stickers.
The stickers?
The stickers. Swoop. Yeah, she ain't, because I done told her I can't just walk in while she unclothed.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Because who wants to watch a grown woman take off her pamper?
You sleeping with her?
I'm sleeping with her. That don't mean I want to see the pamper. Sometimes seduction is seduction. I can't know seducing me and I'm looking at you take off the stickers. Like, hurry up.
Well, how does it make you feel when you see her? When you finally get it?
I don't watch her if she got the pamper.
No, I'm talking about when you finally. You got to see her though when you sleeping with her.
Heaven. It's heaven. You think a 20-year-old gonna look at me? Nothing. So I'm gonna look at, sometimes you gotta take the times with your times. So I'm in my 70s, she's in her 70s. So any droops on her, if she don't have nothing about mine, I don't have nothing about her. Now I do hate that navel, because she got an outie, and it's about this long, and sometimes when she naked, it be sitting over top of her pamper, and I get tired of looking at it. Then I was like, I don't think I want to, I always do it from the back, because I be thinking she got one of the man things poking in my belly button.
What?
I be thinking she got a man thing poking in my belly button, and I can't do the missionary, because she might sneeze, but she don't sneeze if you come from the back, so I always get it from the back.
Aren't you worried about the nursing staff coming in?
What's she gonna do? Join? Nope. She gonna say, y'all stop it. By then, I just told you I don't need them for 13 seconds.
So, hold on, man.
By then, I don't stop.
So let me get this right. So you sign in, you go into the rest home, you sign in to see, what's her name again?
Gracie.
Miss Gracie.
Well, sometimes I see Sally, but Gracie ain't got no teeth. So I go see Gracie first. Now I'm gonna go see Sally. But I'm gonna go see Gracie because Gracie ain't got no teeth. Sally still got 2 teeth.
Well, let's talk about Gracie. Tell the people about Gracie.
Gracie is beautiful. She got 82 stretch marks, and being that we young, I done counted them. So when you get bored, you just find things to do. I counted every last one of them stretch. She got 82 stretch marks and a half one.
82?
82 is, yeah, they're all on one side, and then she got some on the side. She got one up under her neck. I counted that one, so that's why it's an off number. But I still counted it. She said I shouldn't have, but I said if it's there, I know I should count it. We trying to see if she gonna make it to 82, because then we said, see, that's what the stretch marks is, because then it'd be like she's a tree bark.
Tree bark?
Yeah, because you count how old a tree bark is by the stretch marks, don't you? So I'm saying, she got one on her neck. That's telling me by her numbers. If she got 82, she gonna live to see 82. And I know.
So she got 82 stretch marks.
82 stretch marks, one on her neck.
And that means she's what, age 82?
Oh no, she ain't number 67. I'm trying to get them.
And so why is she in the rest home? What's her ailment, I must say?
She ain't got no legs.
Wait a minute. Grace ain't got no legs and she got no teeth, correct?
Beautiful.
And 82 stretch marks.
Sexy. Yup. Now Sally, She ain't got number 2 teeth. Sometimes you get caught up in that mouth. And it's dangerous. So Sally ain't got.
Wait a minute. How you get caught up in the? Tell the people how you get caught up in the teeth.
Because if you curve, see, I'm a curve, brother. So when I curve, sometimes I scrape on the side. See, she ain't got number 1, 2 right here and 1, 2 right there. So when I go, because I curve, I go inside. And that one on the left, it be scraping all on the side of it. Then I had to flip upside down. And since I'm old, my legs don't work too good. So I just flip sideways and she just do like this and turn her face sideways. Because see, she got, Sarah Ballsy. So
I'm sorry, who?
Sarah Ballsy. She got
no. You mean Sarah palsy?
No, she got it all on one side. I don't know who that guy you talk about. So
no. I'm telling you, it's called cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy. That's what it's called.
It's got a B in it. It's Sarah Ballsy. It's a balls of therapist, and it's on the side. Like one side it don't work. The other side, I only work on the left side. That's why I don't deal with her too.
So not only are you having regular sex, you're having oral sex.
I'm like, she the one that got 2 teeth. I got all my teeth. So, no, she having oral sex. I'm having fun.
You don't see nothing wrong with what you're doing? You don't see anything
dying? Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with dying. I'm going to be dying. And the day that I die, I want Sally and Gracie to know I laid a landmark. And I'll try to give them 3 grand insurance, but they won't catch it.
They will who?
I'm trying to give them 3 grand insurance, but neither one of them will catch it.
Catch it?
Yeah, Gracie, because I only got 13. They know I got 13 seconds. And see, when I get to Gracie, every time I get to that point on that 13, I be counting it, turn on, but she said, "Ooh, you got 13 seconds." By then, she sneezes, she poke it all out. So I can't make no baby with her. Every time she sneezes.
Mr. Sims, how old are you again?
Today?
Yes.
Since when?
How old are you?
Today. Old enough to get Gracie.
Right, but they can't have kids no more. They too old.
Who say it? Ain't it in the Bible? In the Bible, ain't that lady called Esther or Ruth? Or maybe
that's Ruth. That's Ruth.
How old was she? 100 plus, won't she?
Yeah, but
so she still got 20 more years.
But that was biblical. These are not biblical characters. These are real life.
Okay, since we go with it, is God the same forever and always? Biblical.
Yeah, but these women, they've been fixed, man. They can't get pregnant no more. The tubes tied or gone or disappeared.
Grace ain't never been scooped.
How you know?
I asked because I've been told her. I said, look, unless I can fertilize some eggs up in here, I'm going to go to Sally. And she said, I could fertilize.
So you trying to purposely get, this woman's in a rest home with an ailment. And you trying to get her pregnant.
Yeah.
And you feel good about that.
She ain't got no legs. So when the baby come out, it ain't gonna hurt. I don't see the problem. She's just nothing. So when it come out, it just out.
She don't have no babies, man.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You tell that to Ruth.
Ruth's in the Bible. She
biblical?
Yeah, she goes.
So you telling me that Gracie can't be biblical?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm on them hopes. Cause Sally, I know Sally can't.
So just to recap this, you messing with 2 women.
No, I'm only messing with one. The other one, she's asking me to come over there.
Now you said Sally and Gracie. They both at the same rest home, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You having sex with both of them, correct?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Which one?
You.
Which one?
Both the women.
Which one did you talk about, though?
The ones you just said, Gracie?
That's the one I done did.
What about the other one? Sally.
Which one?
Sally.
What about Sally? You done mess with Sally too.
No, man. No, you mess with Sally. This is about you.
What did she tell you?
I never met the woman.
Oh, well then, that's neither here nor there.
But you talking about these 2 women at the same rest home.
Well, see, you asking the questions.
Absolutely. So I'm trying to get clarity.
Who's she? I never touched with Clarity. And Clarity, I think Clarity is still saving something inside of her. She's been saving. She's a SMD.
No, what I'm saying, I'm asking for clarification. I'm trying to get the truth. I'm trying to make sure the audience understands what we're talking about.
Oh, I think they understand. We talk about sex.
Yeah. I'm talking about the women. So 2 women are at the same rest home, correct? We got that right.
Which rest home?
The one you just told me, this Gracie and Sally.
Well, see, you ain't told me which rest home you talking.
I don't know the name of it.
Well, see, that ain't the question you should be asking. See,
What should I ask then?
when?
The rest home.
What about the rest? What kind of interview is you? Do you want the rest home or do you want to know where the ladies is?
The ladies is okay. What's the name of the place the ladies lay their head at when they go to sleep at night?
In their beds, and they go to sleep every night in them, and that's where they stay until the next morning. Now, sometimes I knock on that door a little early, like 5:45, when breakfast is.
Somebody they know we doing this interview.
Uh-huh.
They're paying attention, and they said They said, can you ask Mr. Sims, is it true that Mr. Sims sneaks in their windows late at night?
No, it's not. I sneak in through the front door because the lights be out.
Well, why did they say you got arrested for trespassing?
Because I did.
So tell us about that night.
Well, I'ma say this.
Oh, they said also they arrested you because they found you had high-powered weapons in your trunk. So tell us about that night. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I had like 13 slingshots in the back of the trunk, right? And I told them I had one gun. Guess what they got me on? Slingshots.
Hold on.
15 slingshots.
Stop. Now you know damn well if they stopped you for trespassing, they found 13 weapons. They ain't found no slingshot.
They found 15 slingshots. All of them had motors on them.
What?
All my slingshots got motors on them.
What you mean motors?
Motors. You gotta pull a string to rev them up. And I'm gonna tell you that's high power. So I don't walk with guns all the time. I just put motors on my slingshots. And when them pennies get to rolling, you better duck. You better duck, because I ain't missing. I done already told you.
Mr. Seals,
What?
I've never heard nobody in the history of slingshots having a motor that go with a slingshot.
Exactly. And you never will, because they be missing. See, when a person that don't miss, he ain't gonna tell it. Do you tell people where you're fishing at? Nope.
Okay, let's go back to that night when you got caught. Just tell the people the whole story that night. Go ahead.
The story I got caught well.
At the rest home, the person just said.
Now I got caught at a bunch of rest home.
You got it says right here. They said it. They put it up right there.
Charlie, don't you be calling on. Okay,
go ahead. Let's tell the story.
Snitching.
Okay. Tell the story about how you got caught trespassing about the guns. Go ahead.
Now, mind you, it's kind of messed up. Because, see, I'm always in a wheelchair. She got me sitting here in this chair knowing I need my seatbelt. So I'm sitting in my wheelchair driving, right? Now I'm driving. Now, you know, I'm whipping it because when you're in a wheelchair, it's two wheels. So,
right.
So when I'm telling you a story,
okay,
I'm whipping it. So whipping it means I'm doing it. So I'm going. When I get to the door, you'll never guess what happened.
What happened?
The oil went out on my tires. And then because I got the squeaking. So she heard me when I knocked on the door. I was trying to be seductive. I was trying to sneak on in. So I was just going to get to it. But when I got to it, my tire said, it's going to work. It's going to work. So she said, Grace said, because you know she's snagger too. She said, who is flat? She's snagger too.
Right.
She only got two, so all her T's and stuff is always out the tip of her mouth. So she's like, who is flat? So when she said that, I said, I'm looking around in the dark because I ain't have my glasses on. I said, it's me. She said, who the hell is it's me? I said, oh, so you got new people? We had a whole argument. I said, Sims. She said, come on in, babe. Some on. She said, all S's. Some on in, babe. So I get in. So when I get in, I said to her, now you know you're going to have to help me up into this bed. So who puts the bed on vibrate and on high? I'm only a short fella, and I ain't got no legs to work. So she got me crawling over the side. I put my head on the brace. I pulled myself up. She grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me on in the bed. Now I'm going to tell you this. That bed was wet.
Why was it wet?
She had pissed in the bed. And I won't finna get back out there and go get down in no wheelchair. So I just told her to tell me this. Make up a lie. She said, I squirted. I said, I'm going to take that. I sat there through it. I sat there in the squirt. And I said to myself, since I don't have no legs since I'm working, you going to work on the leg that is? She said, okay. And said that with a bunch of S's. You know what that means. So when she did that, that's when the disorderlies came in. But
okay.
I ain't got my 13 seconds.
Okay.
So I don't care how much I hit that 2,000. But she still got one. So
how'd you hit the tooth out? Tell the people how you hit the tooth out.
I curved too far. When you
What?
I curved too far. It was loose. I didn't know she had that. I didn't know she had one tooth about to come on out, and I went too far deep on the side. That joker just wiggle, fell right on out and sat down on the bed. I sat there with looking at it. I said, well, you look at that. And looked at it. I ain't worried nothing about it.
The person that's watching this said that there's no way you knocked her tooth out the way you described it.
You tell them, okay, well, they won't there, and they ain't gonna know it. Because I know what I did. Ask her. Ask Sally. Tell them to go, I bet you Sally got one tooth on the side, and it ain't on the left either, because I make sure I get that left one out. It's like a bowling pin. I did a 2 and a 10.
Now, Sally's granddaughter is watching this. All right, because this is live.
She ain't my baby.
No, and her granddaughter said that you are lying, that you're lying, and that you ain't never messed with her grandmother.
That child. You think I can?
And said that them guns, and she said when you got caught, you tried to blame the guns on Miss Sally's grandson. Is that true?
Who, Dante?
Yeah, Dante.
He did it.
So those were his guns. I thought they were your guns. I thought you the one said you're a professional gunslinger.
I said, and I quote, I put motors on slingshots. I ain't said I was a professional gunslinger. That's Dante. See, them guns were Dante's guns. 13 and 0. He may be 13. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's Dante's gun. How you think I got them? I rolled down on the wheelchair.
Well, they said you caught the plea, you blame Dante, but you tell it. So I'm just telling you.
Let's just say this. If I ever catch Dante, I'm going to cap him.
Miss Sally granddaughter also said that you like young women.
Yeah.
And
I don't like her because she got gonorrhea. She didn't say that. Say that. You got gonorrhea.
Well, Shantae's also saying that if she did get gonorrhea, she got it from you.
So? They don't
is that true? Is that true, Mr. Sims, that you've been giving these girls?
Why don't we talk about power guns?
Yeah, but we're talking about this too. I told you. I'm asking you some tough questions. So we'll get back to the guns.
I think a tougher question would be with guns, because that's.
Well, did you? She said you gave her gonorrhea and some of her other stripper friends. Is this true? I'm just asking. Did you give them gonorrhea? Let's
just say this. She said I did it to her. That's enough. So she lied. You just said it. She said
She said she got receipts. Not only that,
I don't know where she got that receipt from. She must have got that receipt from a Walmart where I bought the Sky rubbers. Because ain't no way in the world she just gonna tell me she got receipts that I gave her gonorrhea.
All right, okay.
Gonorrheas.
Why? Okay, why is she showing this? All right, there's a picture.
That
you and her. That's you and her.
That one ain't me. That one ain't even mine. Mine got a birthmark on it, and it's like a mole. That one, that ain't mine. I don't know where she come from. Matter of fact, because you press play, because that look like a video. That ain't me, but I'm a watcher.
She's showing it right there. She's showing it right.
She said that. Look at that man. That man's legs work. Mine don't. Mine don't work. I only wear socks because my feet get cold and I can't feel them.
Okay. All right. So you want me? They're asking a lot of questions, man.
Well, ask them.
Okay. Is it true?
Why do they keep asking this? Is true?
No, I'm just saying this. All right. This is what I'm telling you. What the people telling me.
Well, say it.
All right. Is it true? All right, Mr. Sims. Is this true that not only do you get these strippers gonorrhea?
First of all, that's a legend.
Yeah, allegedly you get, but also, Mr. Sims.
ALLEGEND, a legend.
It's true that you got caught stealing weapons when you was in the military.
Yes.
Can you tell the people about that ordeal?
I got caught.
How did you get caught?
I had them in my hand when they pulled up. How else would I get caught? I mean,
now I was in the military myself. Tell me how would you get caught?
If I tell you, then the next guy gonna get caught. Well, let me say this. See, I was in supply.
Okay, let's talk about supply. Yeah, because supply, that's the arm rooms. Let's go. Let's talk about that.
All right, so I'm in supply, right?
Right.
Now I got friends in ops.
Who?
In ops.
Ops. Okay.
Okay, so if I got friends in ops, and I also got friends in the motor pool, then that tells you how many guns I could have got. Because they were stupid too, just as stupid as me. The only reason I got caught, because, like I said, sometimes a rolling stone is a stone that's rolling. And I got caught rolling a stone.
Explain.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. And I had a stone in it. And I was sitting there with them guns, and I was up there tooting. And as soon as I tooted up, MP pulled on up, and I couldn't tell them I won't mine. Everybody left me.
Everybody left.
Everybody. Now I'm gonna say this: the only person that didn't leave me is the only person that was already getting kicked out. So I don't think that's one of those that don't count, because you was already gone. So you can't say they ain't gonna listen to nothing you got to say.
Right. Okay. I'll ask you a couple more questions about
I'm with it.
weapons, since you didn't like the other questions. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Some people believe that high-powered guns provide superior protection for defending their homes and loved ones.
Can they shoot? Because it ain't superior if you gonna miss. I'm a firm believer. Ain't nothing superior about missing.
I agree.
So they don't know what they talking about. Because if you ain't got a class that you can shoot real good, she just an amateur, he just an amateur. They just amateurs who can't shoot. So they don't need to even. First of all, I have to say this. If you a professional, then your words is valid. And if they professionals?
You don't say.
But he gonna ask me the question. Okay, well I'm gonna say they ain't professional, because every professional know that high powered is one thing, but it only counts if you can shoot.
Okay. Well, let's switch gears real fast. These are some of the questions people want me to ask you.
Well, ask them.
Presidential election going on. You got Sleepy Joe Biden.
Okay.
You got Donald Teflon Trump.
Oh.
Trying to regain his title again as the president of this great country.
Sounds good.
Making MAGA great again.
Oh yeah, you're making me touch myself. Okay,
Don't touch yourself.
Don't do me like that.
Okay.
I like that Trump guy. He's pretty good.
One of the main topics is abortion rights. The GOP, to some degree, they want to take away women's rights. They want to make abortions illegal. So how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about what?
A lot of these, some of these states, they want to take away women's rights, and they want to make abortions illegal. Illegal.
Why they gonna stop women from killing kids? I think that's the best thing a woman could ever do. Is kill a kid, especially in a world where they ain't gonna let the daddy be there anyway. I say, you know what? Give her the opportunity to say, you know what? I don't want this little semen. I don't even want this fetus or nothing. Just get rid of it. I'm sorry. I just caught the ball juice from the next man, and I caught it. But I'm gonna throw it back at the trash. See, I don't see nothing wrong with her saying, you know what? I just want to get rid of it.
It's her body, right? So you feel like it's her body, her choice. She should be able to do whatever she want to do with her body.
I ain't say all that. I just told her that once she done got to the clinic, she need to just go and get rid of it. Because you don't go there for nothing.
That's true, but I'm saying, how do you feel like...
Is it her body? No.
Like some of these states, like in Texas...
It's not her body.
They're making it hard. Like these women, they're trying to pass laws. These women have abortions. They going to jail.
See,
you agree with that?
You the trigger.
I ain't the trigger.
Let me say this. First of all, life... This is science. See, I'm gonna school you on some old man stuff. Science, life comes from the semen, not this yolk that she just sitting up in. That's just a yolk. They're just sitting up there. They're just sitting up there. You seen eggs, folks? They just sitting up in there. The life,
right?
Scientifically, that's my baby. That's our baby.
Explain to the masses what you're talking about.
Life comes from the semen, from the man.
Okay.
The seed. You ain't never heard of a plant planting itself, have you? It's always a seed, right?
Right.
She the plant, I'm the seed. So when the seed gets started, then the plant gets started. Ain't nothing else you can get around. So when she's carrying the seed, you done planted it.
Right.
Which means you the life. She the dirt, the soil, and the water to bring forth the life that was already there. Now, if she don't do her job on the water and then on that soil, then I'ma die. That's how babies die. So I feel abortion is a big deal if she go to the clinic. But do she had the right for her body? It ain't her body. That's mine. That's a man's seed.
So you think this should be more about the man than the woman, anyway?
Nah, I say kill all them kids. Ain't nobody trying to pay child support. I say kill them. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to drip in you. I say just get rid of them, all of them. If I drip in you, just get rid of it. I don't see it as, since when is that a big deal, dripping?
We'll talk about child support later.
I don't think child support is, I think child support is wrong.
So if tomorrow, let's say, Mr. Trump gets elected, you like Trump, I assume?
I love him.
Okay, we'll talk about that. So you get elected November.
I hope so.
And they say all 50, even though he said it's up to each state.
I hope all the states too. I hope 57 of them.
And all 50 of them say is they making abortions illegal. And if you have one, you try to have one, you go to jail. You okay with that?
Say that again.
Let's just say that the law, it becomes mandatory. Let's say most of the states in the United States. For sake of argument, let's just say all 50 states say, you know what? It's illegal
to have an abortion.
Have an abortion. If you try to have one, you're going to jail.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And why does it sound good?
Because you should be a grown up.
A grown up for what?
Because grown ups know consequences. So if you make a consequence that a grown up supposed to be thinking about, I think that grown up should be sent to jail because you knew about it.
Okay.
So if you catching somebody's seed, because that's bad. Like I drop a bunch of seeds in Sally, but Sally, she broke. Her insides is all broke up. So she can't carry the seed. But Grace can.
Right.
That's biblical. So I drop them seeds. I have a problem. Not being able to have, how can I say this? A fertilized seed. And I'm fertilizing. But I need some good soil. And Grace got some good soil. So I don't think I think Trump is doing pretty good to say, you know what, if you don't want to have these kids, kill them. Okay,
well, let me ask you this. Okay, so they passed that law. All right.
I like
the Supreme Court has already struck down affirmative action. As a black man, Mr. Sills, how you feel about the affirmative action thing? You know, that's no longer an issue. So how
I don't deal with lawyers.
No, affirmative action is.
I don't care what firm it is.
I know affirmative action. That's something that they have struck down now in these colleges and the workplace. So how do you feel about that as a minority? You know, affirmative action was used, you know, for
what's the action? You say it's not the lawyers. So what's the action? That's affirmative. You said affirmative.
Affirmative.
TIF? Who is Tiffany? She. I had an old
affirmative action. And it was something to help minorities, you know, and a lot of minorities, even white, believe it or not, a lot of white people benefited from affirmative action. But I that's neither here nor there. But how do you feel there's no longer affirmative action? They had it in workplaces, they had it in colleges, so you know
what's
minorities because you know
action. You say it's
well, the action is you know you want to get admitted to UNC.
Okay.
For example, they had to have enough black people, right? You know, I'm just giving you the simple thing. So how do you feel that no longer exists and they don't use that no more?
So you say
as a metric, they don't use that anymore. So
basically, you telling me I'm out the loop. So you telling me now they don't use tokens?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they don't use tokens. Yeah,
man, I tell you, times have changed because I used to want to be one of them token calls. Because a token call, you get a steak, and you get some rice, and they tell you to shut up. Shut up! Don't say nothing about nothing. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I wish I could.
Because basically, they have it now. You know, let's say a job have. They say, okay, we ain't got to worry about affirmative action. We just gonna keep it all white, all one race, basically. And they might.
Who running?
Huh?
Who running?
Who running? What you mean?
You said it was a race.
No, I'm talking about, you know, race, black, white, Asian, Native American.
What all them in the, what this is, the Olympics?
No.
So why are they all running a race?
No, I'm talking about the human race, man. Like, you're black, I'm black. I'm a black man, you're a black man.
So all the blacks and all the Asians, they all racing? Are they humans?
No, they're not race. No, it's our race. You know, like
Who was I? Well, I ain't getting on that race. I got wheelchairs. You can race that. Put my name on your number on the back. When you walk with your little number, put my name on there because I want to be first place. You look like you can run.
I can still run. Yes, I can.
Put me in that race.
Okay.
Put Sims. Okay. My first name is Sims.
Okay. All right.
Sims.
Okay.
So put that.
Okay. So since you like Donald Trump, we'll talk about Mr. Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You're Trump. You MAGA, right? Make America great again.
MAGA, like a magnet.
No, MAGA. That stands for make. It's an acronym for Make America Great Again.
For what?
But also it means.
Why would you want to make America great again anyway?
Well, that's what Donald Trump says. So,
I just thought he was just killing off black folks for fun and killing off white folks for fun too and killing off Russians for fun. I like Burma.
Well, if he get elected, they're gonna put the wall up. How you feel about that?
Which wall?
The wall, to stop immigrants from coming in here. We're gonna talk about that real fast. How do you feel about he gets elected? He wants to build a wall to keep immigrants from crossing the border into the great United States of America.
So a passport wouldn't work? Well, they coming on boats. That's what they call it.
No, they're coming from Mexico. There's no boats.
They come from Mexico, what, to come to California?
Come to the United States, California,
then
Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. Let's get it to the United States.
So you telling me, California, we talk about California.
We're talking about all the states that border.
Okay, let me say this. New Mexico.
Yeah.
That do say Mexico on the door.
New Mexico.
So it do say Mexico on it.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah.
So you telling me they can't come to New Mexico and leave it old Mexico?
Yeah.
And he want to stop them?
Yeah.
Trump, I got to have a conversation with. Because that don't make no logical sense. Because Mexico is Mexico, no matter if it's New Mexico or the old Mexico.
Right. And Arizona. And Texas.
Arizona and Texas is Mexico too.
Well, before they took over, all that was Mexico.
So you telling me Trump then switched up on us? He trying to stop the Mexicoans that coming to Mexico places.
I'm sorry, what did you call them?
The Mexicoans.
Say it a little louder.
It a little louder.
No, say that the Mexican. What you say it again?
Wait.
No, what you called them?
Who?
The people you just said. The Mexicoans. What
you saying? The Mexicoans.
So you said he trying to stop them?
He got to be. Because I ain't never heard of nobody named California. That's a Mexico name. I ain't never heard nobody named Arizona. That's a Mexico name. Now, I done heard 2 or 3 Texases, but I ain't never heard of, you know what, New Mexico. Yeah. I think that's definitely.
Well, he wants to build a wall. How do you feel about him building a wall to stop the immigrants coming in?
I think he can build that wall all he wants to. You right there, you can go into prison, and the prisons got shanks, they got cell phones, and I don't know what they got in that came in there with the boot, but they got cell phones in prison. So I really don't think a wall gonna stop no Mexicans.
Okay. Why do you think it's not gonna stop them?
Because you already got Mexicans over here.
Well, they're not called Mexicans. They're called Mexicans.
I don't put them in no can.
But all of them are not from Mexico. They come from a lot of Latin countries in South America, Ecuador. They come from Colombia.
I like Eduardo.
No. Ecuador, that's a country in South America.
That's his brother?
No, it's a country in Mexico. I'm sorry, it's a country in South America. But you have.
I thought we were talking about Mexico.
They come from Honduras. They come from Panama.
I thought we were talking about Mexico.
No, we're talking about immigrants. Donald Trump wants to build a wall to stop the immigrants from crossing the border into America. They all ain't coming from Mexico. They're coming from a lot of Latin countries, all in South America, from Mexico, like I said, Honduras, Ecuador, Costa Rica,
That's
Panama.
A lot of people. Why don't you just push the wall down? It's a bunch of them. You said they come from Costa Rica. You said they come from Mexico.
Honduras.
All they got to do
Guatemala. They come from everywhere.
They ain't the brightest because all you got to do is push the wall down.
Well, they say they're building tunnels too. So,
what if they building tunnels? What are you building a wall for?
He don't want illegal immigrants coming to this country.
How is they illegal?
And they're not American citizens.
Arizona says it's a Mexicoan. California is a Mexicoan, and Texas is a Mexicoan. So how is they illegal? If anybody's illegal, it's all the non-Mexicans that's sitting in New Mexico. I bet you got 52 blacks, Indonesians, got Caucasians. Ain't none of them Mexicans. And it says New Mexico, which means if you stay in New Mexico, then you're a New Mexicoan. Californians, New Mexicoans, everybody in New Mexico is Mexicoan. And then he got the order. He can cut out all them other countries, but he can't cut out New Mexico. They're going to have to put a bridge all the way around New Mexico because there's too many Mexicans coming from Mexico that they should be able to come there.
So you think building the wall would stop them?
I don't think that makes no sense. You can't even make people stop driving with no license.
Well, how do you feel about illegal immigrants being in this country? How about that?
I don't think they immigrants.
Okay, and why is that?
I don't think they're illegal or immigrants. Because who can claim land?
Native Americans.
Well, are they illegal immigrants?
No, a lot of them on reservations now.
I don't see nobody else on reservations. So they illegal immigrants? Because why would you make a reservation if you stay there? If you live there? And if you've been there forever, what would you make a reservation for it for?
You're right.
So are they illegal immigrants? Sounds like somebody's lying and making up words.
Okay, good point.
Just saying. I'm just a...
Well, you know the history of this country, right?
New Mexicoans.
Well, you do know the history of this country, right? I mean, you
kill everybody, kill the kids, and kill everything. Yes, I know the history of this country.
Okay.
Love it. That's why I said, man, I can't wait to just get Trump on in. Let's just kill the immigrants. Even though I like immigrants.
But you just said you want him to build a wall.
They ain't got nothing to do with it. They be knocking on my door. And if I'm sitting outside and I got to hear 15 more banjos, I give up.
Okay.
Kill them all.
Why do you like Donald Trump?
Honestly, because he ain't lied to me. The only reason. Because he ain't never lied to me. He said, I don't like blacks. He ain't lie. He said, I don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. He didn't lie. Now, we've had a whole lot of presidents. Let me make sure I say that right. Because I don't want nobody to be guessing. A whole lot of presidents. And he's the only one that's been told the truth.
Okay.
I've always looked at it like this. I ain't gotta like you, but if you tell me the truth, I got a better life with you than I do that person over there that's lying. That's my friend.
Okay, so you found when he said, you know, his first time running, he said, black people vote for me. What other choice do you have? You okay with that?
Yes, I was. Because what other choice did we have? Hillary?
Why did you like Hillary?
I don't trust no woman that says she love kids and don't have them.
I like that.
I don't trust a liar.
Okay.
You ain't gonna tell a woman that says that I love kids gonna have 13. And they say she ain't have what kind of eggs she got. They must be scrambled.
Okay. So say your man Donald Trump gets reelected. He said he wants people to pay. Oh, I'm sorry. Not pay. But I'm gonna switch this.
Well, switch it.
But the people that stormed the Capitol on January 6th.
That didn't get shot. I'm listening.
Who are now incarcerated in federal prison.
Let them out.
Donald Trump said he will commute their sentence. He will make sure they come out free. And he said they are patriots. How do you feel about that?
I feel some black folks should have went on that darn thing and fought with them. They had less charges. Sometimes
I don't think it was no black people. It might have been some black people that was on it. It was something there, but I don't know how many got charged.
I would say this. How can I say this? The great philosopher said, sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Who's this great philosopher that said that, sir?
Tupac. So you got to know when to hold them.
Say that.
See, you ain't been underground. So you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And I think this is one of those folds.
Okay. And since we're talking about Donald Trump, how do you feel about him in court right now for the
let him free.
You think
I'll speak it out loud.
Well, you think he'll be found guilty or not guilty?
No, he's not going to be found guilty. Why would he? Why is we still bothering the greatest president we've ever had?
Why you say he's the greatest president?
The numbers kind of suck, don't it? The numbers say it. Because I definitely gonna tell you to your face. Obama did terrible numbers. And I loved him because of his skin, but he was terrible. You know what he brought forth?
What he brought forth?
Everything else. Nothing.
Why was he terrible? Why was Obama terrible?
Obama was the reason why every person that's tempted, I said tempted, can walk around with guns and get shot brutally.
But how? I'm saying, explain it. I mean, how?
Do the math. When you tell a person that it's okay to have guns on you, and the police say, you know what, let them have the guns on them. We want guns. Then the gun policeman can shoot you for no reason. Why? Because you had a gun on. Now, who did that? Well, Trump.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, man, that's what I said. I don't know either because I ain't no snitch. But I'm going to tell you this. Obama made sure that happened. And he made that the fellas that do it to each other could do it to each other. He made sure that the girl, they could do it to each other. You know, I'm old school. Some of that stuff just don't supposed to be happening. So I just said, you know what? Obama got to go. He was doing too much. And you know what he didn't do?
What he didn't do?
Not nothing. He didn't help me. He didn't help you. He didn't help nothing that had tent.
Well,
he was beautiful.
He killed Bin Laden?
No, he did not.
Who killed him?
They did. Bin Laden, do the math. You really think that Obama got...
Well,
I'm going to tell you this. Bin Laden may have been said to been dead, but we thought Dave Chappelle was dead too. He came back as a clone. You think that damn Bin Laden ain't cloned? They ain't.
You don't think Bin Laden? Why don't you think Bin Laden's dead? He been dead 13 years.
I saw Bin Laden.
Matter of fact, this month will make 13 years. Bin Laden's dead.
Liar! I just saw Bin Laden on TikTok, and you can't sit up there and tell me that I done saw them.
You saw what?
On TikTok. And he done shaved his beard and everything. He got earrings and all, man. He took the turban down. He was shaved. He got a high top fade and all that. And he don't even sing like he used to. He used to say, "Put up good." He don't even talk like that no more. He talk.
How you know he used to sing?
So you had to been there. See, you young. You was a young fella. But see, you don't listen to Arabics and Husseinians. See, you need to listen to Husseinian music.
Who the hell is a Husseinian?
See, you knew. You gonna have to take my class, because see, you don't know nothing about foreigners.
What kind of class do you teach?
It's ones that the Mexicoans was teaching me. See, I went to a Mexicoan class, and that Mexicoan class teach you all types of languages and all types of things. Husseinians, man, they talk 3 different languages together. But I'm gonna tell you, if you can pay attention to one of them, you in there. And I don't listen to them so much.
I don't know what to say.
I'm going to tell you what not to say. All I'm going to say is this. Don't say Trump not as president. The best president we could ever have. And just because I'm old, that don't...
He's the best. So he's the best president. You was living when Kennedy was a president. He's better than
He
Kennedy.
should have ducked. Yes, he won't the brightest. He could have ducked.
How was Kennedy gonna duck? He got shot with he got killed.
No, he didn't.
He got assassinated with a high power
by
rifle.
the driver. He got shot by the driver.
I've heard that theory.
You didn't see the video. The video he done like this. The driver said, "I'm tired of this." Turned around and shot him. And then they cut it. You ain't see his lips say, "I'm tired of this." And he shot him.
I heard about that. I heard about the video where the driver turns around and shoot him.
Exactly. And what?
But I never seen that video.
Did you see what the wife did?
She jumped. You talking about Jacqueline, right? She when he got shot in the head, the brain matter went on the back of the car, and she tried to go grab him.
Did you read her lips?
No, what she said?
She said, "I got insurance."
She did not say that, man.
She was touching the driver, and when he turned around and shot Kennedy, and he got that matter that you said was on the back of his head. Look at her lips in slow mo. She said,
well, hold on, man. Let's back up to the driver. I heard this theory.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know the driver did that? You said that's on the video?
It cuts.
What you mean it cuts?
See, now first of all,
all they show is he getting, his head, he getting shot. He hold his neck, and then
all I got to say is, if you look at, you remember back in the day when the VHSs was out?
Yeah.
You remember that line they always cut?
I remember that line, yeah.
Check the video out. Watch that line cut, and then it disappear.
Everybody would have saw the driver turn around and shoot him. You had people.
No, they cut it.
What?
They cut it. I was there. See, you going on what you saw on TV. I was there.
I'm not talking. Okay,
I was doing.
What about the people that was on the grassy knoll? That's what I'm talking about.
I was doing the lawing.
Like so you was in Dallas, Texas in 1960.
I was in Dallas, Texas, because I told you I deals with those Mexicans. So I was out there selling oranges. So while I was selling oranges, I was up there. I was sweeping and a raking. And I said, "Whoa, they got a whole parade coming on." The parade.
So let me get this right. So for the people, we'll get this right. November 22nd, 1963. You was in downtown Dallas, Texas.
Texas. I was there twice.
On the grassy knoll.
I was watching my Mexicans because we were selling oranges. But I was out there landscaping because I had just got back. I was just in New Mexico.
And you telling the people
what they gonna do?
But you saw Kennedy get assassinated.
I saw him get assassinated, and I saw the driver turn around and say, "I'm tired of this." Pop him, and then the wife said, "I got insurance," and laid him down.
And they didn't want to interview you.
I told them no. I said, "I got to get back to my job. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna stop selling oranges for them to get me on the interview. You know, I guess getting paid by the hours by the Mexicans. And if I had took a break, they wouldn't have paid me them 32 damn pennies that I wanted. And look, Jose, he's a stricker. And I won't finna be, I was young.
How old were you when Kennedy got assassinated?
A young one. I was really young.
So you saw all of them get well.
Every last one of them. I almost got to see Lincoln get shot, but I went to sleep on it.
Now, you know, Lincoln died in 1865. You weren't even living, Mr. Sims.
You so new. You so new. See, you ain't into Portland.
The who?
Portland.
The Portland?
Portland.
What's that?
It's when you go to a big hole that's in the sky. See, you knew this. See, I'm an Aquaman affiliate. Me and Aquaman are friends. And I do a sonar. And when I do that sonar, that polar comes up, that Polaroid circle comes up, and I just go to another planet. So what I did that because I already knew I was going to have this conversation, and I wanted to make sure that I told you the truth. Because you said you wanted the truth. And if I didn't go back...
So make sure I understand this correct. You were around when Lincoln got assassinated.
I was here with Eve, but I'm go down with you with the Lincoln, yes.
So you were alive how did you feel when Lincoln got shot?
I didn't feel it. He did. He the one got shot.
So you telling me, you were living?
I was in the back seat.
Lincoln got killed at a theater, the Ford Theater,
and I was in the back seat. See,
how was a black man? How was a black man gonna be there with the president?
Exactly, cleaning up. I was in the back getting all the popcorn up and all the pieces of paper they were throwing. Cause Lincoln, he was just a savage. He was just throwing popcorn.
So you saw John Wilkes Booth assassinate?
I looked at him and said, "Don't miss," because I got tired of Lincoln too. Lincoln had me up there cleaning up. He was dropping juice and everything.
But he freed the slaves.
No, he did not.
Who freed them?
Nobody freed the slaves. He was doing that because he didn't want the Civil War to be going through the countries between the Caucasians. It ain't had nothing to do with slavery. He was trying to keep the Caucasians occupied.
What you mean occupied?
Occupied. He wasn't trying to free no slaves. It was easy. It's like this. You got to look at the big picture. The Civil War was finna be against all of them, not just us. So when you free the slaves, you add the slaves to the war so you can have extra soldiers. And soldiers that are black, that's free, ain't the brightest. They like, we want to be patriots. So they became patriots,
right? Like
little knucklehead nuggets when they should have just went on being free. Like that Amistad guy said, us is free. Yeah, they should have this us is free. But what they did, they want to fight for a country that could kill it. They should have went to the Mexicans. And then they wouldn't be talking about immigrants there, because then there'd be a whole bunch of black folks, a whole bunch of Mexicans, and then they can't build no wall. Who gonna build the wall? Only folks gonna build, ain't no white folks gonna build that wall. It's gonna be Mexicans and black folks.
Oh man, you wild dude. Let me ask you this: what if Joe Biden what if he gets reelected?
I don't want Joe Biden reelected.
And why is that?
Because then that means every man's seed is gonna be screwed up again. Because of Joe Biden, that's why this is the soft man ever. Drizzle. That's why.
The who?
Drizzle. The soft
man. What is drizzle
man? I've been seeing it all the time. It's about these men saying that what a woman should be and what a woman should do because he is a provider and all this. You ain't noticed it? When they talk about what men supposed to be doing, how can I say this? That if ladies ain't taking him out
Okay, well, I was going to ask you about that. Let's talk about that real quick.
Well, you gonna
Someone wanted me to ask you this. I'm glad you said that.
okay.
This particular lady, she's a dancer. She's a model
Sounds sexy.
named Anastasia, and she said that $25,000 is not enough for a man to have in her bank account, in his bank account. If he's going to deal with her, he needs more. She said that's like the bare minimum.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I want to know what she mean when she said deal with her.
A relationship.
Okay, well,
she said basically a man should have. Well, TK, let me rephrase that.
Rephrase it.
Comedian TK Kirkland basically said that a man should have at least $25,000 if he's gonna deal with a woman and get into a meaningful relationship.
For what?
So I'm just saying, and this particular lady, she's a dancer, slash model. She agreed with him. She said that's like the bare minimum. He should have more, but it should be at least $25K for any man to get into a relationship with a woman. Do you agree with that?
No, I do not.
And why is that?
Because just because I got 25K or not 25K, you still is least. And that don't mean that I'm gonna take you. When you got 25,000 in your car, not the car, you got 25,000 in your bank. Do you go to the car dealership and say, you know what, I want that $25,000 car?
No.
You look around, don't you?
Yeah.
So what would I want to be looking at her and I got $25,000 and I ain't want to look around? First of all, I can get a little cheaper. You say I got to have $25,000 for you? I'm sure I can get a $1,300 somewhere else. And I'm going to get that $1,300. I'm going to get her.
So you don't agree with her? A lot of women. Now, I'm going
to say this because I done seen y'all She Bad at the rest home. And I done seen the Anastasia back. So
Anastasia said that, yeah. Anastasia
I'm going to say this. I'm going to agree with her, but I don't believe in it. Because as long as I agree with her, I might have that, the exception that they talk about.
Okay, well, since we're talking about relationships, how do you feel about nowadays? A lot of people are talking about when they get married, they should split the bills.
I think that's right, because she grown and he grown and everybody grown and ain't nobody teaching none of these little kids how to take care of nothing.
So a man that says, hey, if I'm gonna get married, we're gonna split the bills, you okay with that?
Yeah. And you know why?
Why?
Because they going to take it all anyway, ain't they? If it all said and done, and everything goes wrong, she going to play the victim, and she going to get half.
Okay.
If I can't play the victim, because we supposed to be one person, right?
Right.
That's 50%, right?
Right.
Can men play the victim?
No.
Then she ain't getting it. Nope. She doesn't know.
So 50-50 is what it is.
50-50 is a good idea.
Well, some of these women say they don't want to have a man where.
Well, let them be single.
Okay. You think they're gonna be single?
We live it. Well, first of all, this is the tradition. Tradition is this, that there are issues. Traditionally, she's supposed to stay herself in that house and nurture some children. You could ask for a job all you want.
Right.
That ain't my problem. That's your problem. You asked for extra. You wanted extra work on your body to do extra things. 50-50.
Okay.
Because you ain't have to. Because I still got to take out the trash. I still got to work on your car. And I still got to go to work. And I still got to pay for it all. I had to think about that. You know what? I don't want to give her nothing. I say don't even marry her.
Okay, speaking of that, a lot of young men nowadays, they don't want to marry women to have kids.
I'm a definitely believer.
How you feel about that?
If you got kids, you can keep them. I don't want you.
Okay.
You know why? Because you're less of a man.
Well, why is that?
Because how can you be more of a man? Everything about being a man is a legacy.
Okay.
Being a man is a legacy. Who them little suckers that ain't yours? So ain't no legacy in there.
So there's a lot of women.
Tell her to stop deflecting the lie, because ain't nobody got time for your mistakes.
Well, there's a lot of women.
Mistakes. Mistakes.
Yeah, in the 30s, 40s.
Mistakes.
They single.
Mistakes.
With a lot of
mistakes. That's what a mistake is.
Right.
And until you're accountable for your mistakes,
Right.
you can't ask no grown person to help you with your, I want to say a F word, mistakes.
Well, there's a lot of women that's in their 40s, early 50s.
That's why
they can't find a man.
They're not going to.
And specifically, I'm talking about a lot of black women. And they're pretty. These are beautiful women.
Let me say this.
So why do you think they can't get a man?
Because they talk too much. And I love them. But you know why they talk too much?
Why?
Because they're not going to be accountable. Did you notice what we talk about?
Mm-hmm.
The only women that have this type of conversation is our black women. You never heard a white woman say, you know what, men don't do us right. They ain't talking about white men. They ain't talking about Asians. They only talk about black men, which means she ain't even worth to listen to, because that means you only messing with black men. Black women. They say, black men ain't this. Black men don't. Think about the concept. Whenever they talking that, let me throw some scripts on you. When they saying that men ain't nothing, they trying to show you to your face in an involuntary way that black men, they gonna hate me for this. It's the most superior man. That's why they only base men on black men. You'll never hear them say, you know what, white men ain't this. You'll never hear it, because they don't base men on white men. They base men instinct on black men.
And they do that because
you already know what it is.
I don't know. Tell me.
We know what it is.
Well, tell the people.
When it's superior, it's superior. Do they get your organs for them, or do they get their organs for them?
Are you saying black people are more superior?
They know it. I can live on the sun, can they? I don't get sun cancer.
Skin cancer.
Sun cancer. It ain't skin cancer. That's the narrative. That's sun cancer. I don't get sun cancer. I'm allergic to sun cancer.
Right.
I got repellent for sun cancer.
Okay.
So if I got repellent for sun cancer,
right,
and the first thing that we wake up to is the sun, I'm superior.
Okay. Superior, okay. And that's one reason why you think we superior.
Well, let me say this. I'm not going to say that we superior. I'm just going to say this. When it comes to blood, when it comes to organs, when it comes to any and everything on this planet, who really matters is the black outlook.
Why is that?
Because nobody matters unless it's a black outlook. Clothes don't matter unless the black like them. Fat girls ain't loved unless the black men like them. Ain't nothing on this planet dancing. You don't see the dance. Do you ever see anybody doing Macarenas? No, you see everybody doing the nay-nay. If black...
They're not doing the nay-nay anymore, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, what is they doing?
They doing a lot of those twerking and...
When you say twerking, that's black. I definitely know that ain't Caucasian.
Yeah.
Twerking is cultural. But what they tell you, cultural. They tell you, you know what? Twerking is wrong when it's naturally us. So when you say superior, I'm only going by the how can you say, the cover up actions. If you close your eyes and say superior, who really running the world? Who really running the world?
Who running the world? You tell me.
Blacks are running the world.
How are they running the world, but they ain't got no money?
That's the whole point, because they knucklehead dummies. You're running the world, but they ain't got enough sense to know it. When we talk about child support, who we talking about? Who we talking about?
I don't know. You tell me. They say black people sometimes. They say black people.
Have you ever heard of a Mexican with child support issues? Have you ever heard of a Caucasian with child support issues?
No.
Have you ever heard of an Asian with child support issues?
Absolutely
not. Have you ever heard of somebody from Germany with child support issues?
No.
How about France?
No.
Africa?
No.
I'm just going through the countries, and nowhere in there has anything to do with it but child support in America with us. Am I right?
Why is it us?
Because this is where they control the mentalities of the brain.
Who are they? Tell us. Tell the people.
The non-superior.
Who is the non-superior? You got to be.
Well, let's say
you got to be.
Well, let's say
you got to be just be straightforward. Who?
The Caucasus Mountains. They're superior by word of mouth. Because if you go by science,
if you say Caucasus people, are you saying white people?
No, you said it. Them people, Caucasians.
I want the people to know who you talking about. I don't want them inboxing me saying who's he talking about. Just be honest.
First of all,
this show's about the truth.
When the truth is, if they got to ask you in a text, then they already know the truth. Cause who gonna text you?
Well, speaking of that, somebody they got a question for you, Mr. Sims.
Ask it. Cause I was ready.
They said the Trump administration can stop abortions to make that illegal. He said, what will happen if they decide to make interracial marriages illegal?
Interracial marriage is illegal. Why would they do that?
I'm just.
If they do, no, they can't do that.
I'm just saying.
That's why I draw the line. I draw the line when you say you're gonna stop interracial.
Why is that?
Because how we gonna look at porn?
How are we gonna look at what?
Porn. There's no such thing as ebony porn anymore, and I've checked. So how's we?
So you watch porn?
You do?
I'm asking you.
Asking me what?
Do you watch? So you watch porn?
You watch porn?
No, I'm asking you. You
asking me what?
Do you watch pornography? You watch porn?
Do I watch it?
Yeah.
With my eyes?
Yeah.
Without blinking?
Yeah. Do you watch it? It sounds like you does.
Well, like you do. I'm gonna say this. I've got a lot of years under my belt, and sometimes you just don't hit the wall when the wall opens up.
What do you mean?
See, you was a youngster. You just don't hit the wall when the wall opened up. That's the best way I can say it. So that's you can't beat that answer.
All right. Well, speaking of porn, they want to know what is your favorite porn movie?
Oh, so see, trying to trick question. I don't watch it. I've heard about it, but when I do watch it, I like one-legged women porn.
Well, there's people here saying that you have tried to solicitate these young girls and make porn clips.
Also,
I'm getting these. This is what people are saying on the live.
So you got snatchers. Well, I'm gonna say this. Being that I don't have no working legs, any porn that I do is called nuggets.
Who?
Nuggets.
What's nuggets?
Nugget porn. I do nugget porn. If I was gonna do it.
What's nugget porn?
Nugget porn is where you got when your legs you seen a woman that got them stubbies and they be kicking with the leg. They ain't got nothing. It's just like number knees. Number knees is a body. She a circle and she got number knees, right? That's nugget porn. So what you do is you pick the little nugget up. You pick the little nugget up. Now see, it's better to do nuggets. Don't do no real women because you got to worry about her legs and things. You got to worry about her picking her legs up and spread. You get nuggets, ain't no legs. It's just little things.
You call it nuggets. How you do it? Do it again for the camera.
They just little nuggets.
So show it to the camera.
They just little nuggets. You know.
And you be doing what? And what are you doing?
You get between the two knees. See, they ain't number knees.
And that's 13 seconds.
Definitely. Now a nugget, I'm gonna give her 14 and a half because that's kind of fun. But the 13 seconds is only for Pamper girls.
Okay. Another person said, when are you going to claim your child that's in Raleigh, North Carolina? 13-year-old Devontae.
When am I going to claim him?
It says right here that it's known that you have several children living in the southeast Raleigh area. One of them by the name of 13-year-old Devontae that goes to Carnage Middle School in Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm going to claim that because...
Is this true? I'm just asking.
Well, since it's out there, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna lie to you. The question you asked when I'm gonna claim it, right?
Yeah, because based off of this, you owe child support to 6 different mothers, and the ages range from 1 to 3.
The mothers is 1 and 3.
No, the ages of the children, not age from 1 to 3.
Well, that's
and the age of these women.
That's nurses.
They don't really.
That's nurses. That's rest home nurses. Because if they 1 to 3, them no. I ain't did no but nurses that can make them because I like Grace and Sal.
Okay, explain this then. Is it true that you stopped working and went on Social Security so that you wouldn't have to pay child support? Is that true?
No, I stopped working because I don't have no legs that work, and I chose to say disability is a better deal because Trump in office. And
What does Trump got to do with you paying child support for your children?
because I told him I'll vote for him if he makes sure that I don't have to pay no child support.
What makes you think he's gonna look out for you and not pay, and you don't have to pay child support? Explain that.
Because I was there
You was where?
in the back. I was the janitor when him and that Putin guy was having their conversation. I was up in there. I was sweeping like a bug. And now see, I'm in a wheelchair. But they can't discriminate on jobs.
Let's get it straight. You mean to tell me you were where now?
Where we?
You were where? With Putin and Donald Trump?
No, I wasn't with them. I was there eavesdropping because I was sweeping. I just see.
How would you do that? Donald Trump went to Russia. You weren't in Russia?
I was on the plane because I was sweeping. See, I was sweeping, and then Putin and him was having this little conversation. See, they was on speakerphone.
Tell the people the conversation.
They was on speakerphone.
Hey, can you pass me that, please? Thank you. The juice.
They was on speakerphone. And while they was on speakerphone, he said, "Look here, bro." And I said to myself, he called him a bro. This is real. And the Russian said some things in Russian. He's like, and something. I couldn't understand that, but I definitely could tell that Trump knew what he was talking about. Guess what Trump did?
What did Trump do?
Brought out a pina colada and asked me that I want to drink. And I took a drink of it, and he told me don't tell nothing. And I ain't told nothing until this day, because he ain't the president. Now, if he become the president, you will have to bleep this all out, because I don't want to get him in no trouble.
Well, what you gonna do if Biden become president? He's coming. He's going hard now.
I think we need to get a driver like the JFK guy and shoot him. You ask me. I think you need to get a driver to shoot Biden. He ain't gonna know it. He gonna look at it and be like,
so you think Biden will be a worse president?
Definitely.
Why people think Biden's so bad? I mean, just enlighten me. I'm just curious.
I don't do Democrat nothing. Nothing. Democrat nothing.
How long you been a Republican?
Huh?
How long have you been a Republican?
I'm black. I ain't never been a Republican.
You just said you don't. So what are you then? Independent? I'm talking about voting. Do you vote Democratic, Republican, or are you an independent?
I vote for whoever has the best hat on. And if they don't have a hat, I go for hair.
Neither one.
How did I pick Trump?
Yeah.
Because Hillary was ugly that day that I saw them when they was running. And I said, Trump is the one I want. I looked at her hair and I said, I'll take this orange scalp before I take whoever she is. She look hideous. And for a woman to claim that she like kids, she don't look like she do a lot of sex.
Well, let's say Joe Biden becomes president, but then he can't run no more. Mad. And Kamala Harris has to become the president.
I'm definitely going to be mad.
Why would you be mad if she's the president?
Because I don't want a whore as my president.
Why do you call her a whore?
Ain't that the one that was with Montel?
I don't know who she was with.
Exactly. I do.
How you know?
I was a janitor. See, I've been moving here and there.
So you know about Kamala Harris' history too? Her sexual history.
I definitely know about Kamala Harris.
How do you know about it? Enlighten us. Enlighten the people, the masses.
Oh, who?
Kamala Harris.
They can't tell. She was a, what's his name? Montel. He was a Montel. He was the guy.
You talking about Montel,
not Jordan, because he was singing too much.
No, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the other Montel. The bald-headed dude, the Marine, yeah.
That guy. She had a whole fantasy with him.
How do you know all this stuff?
Puff Daddy.
Speaking of Puffy, do you believe the allegations
I know
are true?
Puff Daddy did it.
Why? How do you know Puffy did it?
Because any man that'll call another man Daddy did it.
Call him what?
Daddy did it.
So you think Puffy did all this stuff? What did he do?
Everything. You can't tell. You can't tell that Puffy was guilty. Do the math. If you think about it, anybody that dealt with Puffy that didn't kiss Puffy's tail is dead. Period.
Well, you know, people think, there are rumors, people said he had something to do with Biggie's death.
He had something to do with Biggie's death, Leah's death, Elvis' death. He had something to do with Michael Jackson's death. He had something to do, he plotting on Tyrese.
Well, they said he also, some think he had something to do with his baby mama's death.
Well, I can't blame him for that. That one don't count, because I did the same thing. So I understand.
Why would you say that? She had kids.
That ain't so.
So why would you
make new ones?
So why would you?
Why people always say she had kids like she can't make new? Well, she ain't got no extra eggs up in there. I've never.
But she dead now. She passed away.
What happened to her?
She died. I don't know exactly how she died, but she died. Kim Porter, she died.
Dang, that sounds terrible. Maybe she shouldn't have swallowed so quick.
What?
She probably had Well, I'm just saying, most folks died, they died because they were swallowed too quick. She probably had a big M&M in her throat or something.
Okay.
How did she die?
I forgot how she died. I have to look it up. But back to Puffy. So you believe that Puffy did?
I know Puffy did it. He's a grown man.
So you think that he's going to jail?
I know he going to. Well, I'm gonna say this: if he don't go to jail, then I'm voting for Trump. Cause
what does Trump got to do with Puffy?
Because if Puff does it, don't go to jail, Trump is the president you need to vote for. Because right now the elites is elite, and
who are the elites?
We gonna see. Because if Puff get off and Trump get off, there's definitely two elites.
This person right here said that they believe Puffy is the scapegoat for this downfall to protect the elites. However, they do believe that Puffy, everything about Puffy is true. And you agree with them, correct?
I agree. I think Puffy is the scapegoat to get Jay-Z.
And why do you feel that way?
Because Jay-Z has always been terrible.
Trouble in what?
In everything. He's just a good, how can I say this? Manipulator, conniving schemer.
Who is he manipulated?
Everything. You ain't never heard of Jay-Z being on top of nothing, but we claim he is. He never had a #1 album of nothing.
He has had a #1
not
album.
an album worth nothing that he holds a year, that he holds a decade. The people he always deal with holds decades. They hold time. You ain't worth nothing if you ain't a legend. He's only a legend by name and by word of mouth. He ain't done nothing that says. He's just a single LeBron.
A single what?
He's just a single LeBron. Supposed to be talking about LeBron.
Jay-Z got several hits, man.
He got several hits. Notice how you said it. He ain't got no classics.
You don't like Knock the Hustle?
No.
Big Pimpin'?
No. The classics.
Me and my girlfriend?
No. Think of classics. Classics mean, how can I say this? Where the numbers and the decades coincide to each other.
You mean coincide?
That's what I say. Coinciding together. He don't have that. Now he got his name and his face there. But if you go by the paperwork, he ain't even bad as Nas. But they put Nas down, but he got an Illmatic. And what we got? Blueprint?
Oh, Illmatic is nice.
Yeah,
what we got? All right, when it comes to the diss songs between Jay-Z and Nas, I assume you're going to give the edge to Nas.
It's definitely going to be Nas.
Because
I don't do commercial rappers. Because you're not a hip-hop artist. You don't diss nobody as a rapper. You only diss his lyrics. Have you noticed with the Drakes and all this?
Yeah, right.
The lyricists is winning. The rappers is losing.
How you feel about
Because Drake's a rapper.
How you feel about Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake? How you feel about that?
I think it's the best thing that could have ever happened to bring hip-hop back alive.
Well, let me ask you this. Since we're talking about rap and we're talking about some of the best diss tracks ever, what's your best? Your best?
Anything by Big Daddy Kane, because he's the number one diss. He's the number one diss guy that you don't want to mess with. He'll play with you and mess you like.
What about the diss track when Ice Cube dissed NWA?
You mean the Vaseline?
No Vaseline.
It was a good one.
What about Tupac Hit 'Em Up?
That's a great one.
Okay. What about Ether?
Ether, see,
but Nas.
With climaxing. Yeah, you're getting there. And you telling me that Kendrick Lamar's now ain't climaxing us in hip hop? Because without Kendrick Lamar, how can I say this without insulting folks? Music of hip hop and rap is dead.
What do you think about Eminem?
I think he belongs where he is.
Where is that?
On the top levels of the top 10.
Okay.
Why? Because hip hop don't have nothing to do with skiing.
Okay.
Even though it does have to do with a lot of skiing.
Okay. Well, I got a couple more questions to ask you.
Okay.
So we're talking about hip hop. Back to P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
So you think he's going to jail?
I know he's going to jail. You know why?
Why?
Because he ain't Epstein.
Epstein's dead.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm talking about because he ain't him.
So you think Puffy going to jail?
He going.
So you believe it's sex trafficking?
He's definitely going. Why wouldn't it? I'm just sorry. When you tell me, now let me say this. You was a father.
Yes, I am.
I'm a father too.
Right.
Okay. As a father, you got a son?
Got 4.
Oh, I said, did you have
Oh, yes.
Well, shoot, I got too. I ain't got 4, so I ain't want to match it. So you got a son and I got a son. And we fathers. Now, as fathers, don't get it twisted. Our sons have had some beautiful women. And we have looked at them and thought they were gorgeous. But have we ever said, you know what? Move, little boy. Let me talk to your girl.
No.
So you telling me that father ain't going to jail? When you making those type of decisions, you need to go to jail.
Well, let me ask you this. Anybody else going to come down with him? Anybody else going to go down with Puffy?
I think they all gonna snitch. Because if you go down with Puffy, Puffy going down forever. Because you got to remember, Puffy can't rap. He can't sing. He just got a lot of money in the stuff. And if they gonna get rid of R. Kelly, you know Puffy going to jail.
How you feel about R. Kelly?
I think R. Kelly got too many years.
How much time do you think he deserved?
4.
Okay.
4 years.
Why is that?
Because everybody was consenting. I'm sorry. It ain't his fault if the parents dropped the kids off of him to babysit.
But they were underage.
That ain't got nothing to do with him. The parents dropped them off for him to babysit.
He won't babysitting them. They supposed to make
It's
music.
babysitting if you dropping your kids off.
R. Kelly was a grown man.
Right. They dropped the kids off. Now, mind you, let's say this. When you drop your puppy dog off at somebody's house, the dog sit. What's that dog sitting, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a grown up and dropping a child over and you already know this is R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly don't make songs about Dr. Seuss in high school. He only makes songs about putting it into somebody, right? Now, you going to tell me that you just going to drop your kids off. And a man that only sings about putting something in somebody.
Right.
And you going to drop them off and that's not consensual?
But they still underage.
We talk about parenting. Who's in charge?
Well, I mean, the parents deserve.
Who's in charge? The parents or the children?
Yeah. But but you're not gonna. That does not absolve him from what he did.
I didn't say I said he only get 4 years.
Oh.
I'm a person. I'm like this.
You did 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a person like this. Everything has a starting point. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the starting point. Let's look at the big picture. Not what they want, the narrative. Let's look at the big picture. In the big picture, a parent had a child that was underage, that was dropped off with a guy that's been known for bumping and grinding.
Right.
He done wrote songs about bumping and grinding with children. And as a parent, you still dropped your child off. It don't have nothing to do with him no more. Let's make it a big picture.
Okay.
As the big picture, there is no R. Kelly if there was no parent.
Okay.
Whose fault is it? Not R. Kelly's. It's the parents, in my eyes.
And you think the parents should be
charged with the 30 years instead of him? He get 4 and they get 30. Because as a grown-up parent, that's the worst thing you could ever do to your blood, your child.
right?
So if you drop them off and we saying it's for $1, whatever, so you telling me that your child, remember I was talking about that puppy dog?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do to puppy dog. You drop them off to get dog sitting.
Right.
So if he dog sitting, your child, anything can go. You don't know until they get back, and you knew what you were dropping your child off for.
So you think the parents not
Yeah,
only should they be charged, you saying they knew what was going on. They were fine with that. As long as their kid was going to become famous. Is that what I understand?
it don't matter if your kid gonna come famous or not. You don't drop them off over nobody's house.
I agree.
That ain't even your blood, ain't your fat. And let's say this, he got a lot of money.
Right.
As a parent, you dropping your kids off with a lot of money. We playing stupid, ain't we? What you dropping them off? Oh, because he got a lot of money. You ain't dropping them off because you wanted to check on him. You ain't dropping them off because you want to see what his album was. You dropped them off because you know he had a lot of money.
Right.
So if he got a lot of money and it don't matter, then it don't matter when you're broke either, do it. Because that's still the same person doing the same act in the same situation. His money don't have nothing to do with who he is. So as a parent, if you dropping them off, then you are worse than what he got going on.
But some people will say, hey, the blame still goes on R. Kelly because he
the one got money.
Right.
Yeah, that's called a broke man's cry. A broke man cry is going to always put the blame on the person who can pay for to get them out of a broke man situation. They were broke. They had kids. He didn't want the parent. He didn't want the wife. He didn't even want the daddy. He wanted the child.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. R. Kelly beat his first trial.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened this time around? Why did he end up going to prison this time?
Because there's too many of us just fighting against each other.
What we got to do with R. Kelly?
Exactly. We didn't do nothing to Weinstein, Epstein, Charlie Sheen. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing.
Well, they killed Epstein. Well,
we didn't do nothing.
Epstein allegedly committed suicide. Right.
He had a lot of money, don't
he? He had a lot of money.
Does he have to even be in the light?
He had a blacklist or something like that.
Let me say this. It sounds really good.
Yeah.
It sounds really good. But let's look at a different narrative. Epstein, super rich, right?
Yeah.
So, because you broke and I broke, we can't disappear.
Right.
But his money was right. And you telling me that he can't pay to disappear?
That's true.
I'm just saying. He could have paid to disappear. Because did you see him die? They told you he died.
They say he committed suicide.
They told you that. Did we see his neck? Did we see how he died? They ain't show no dead pictures, did they?
Nah.
Right. They just told us he was dead.
What about Weinstein? He's in jail.
Yeah, but he ain't really in jail.
Where is he?
He at home. And that Nickelodeon.
Why do you say that he's at home?
Why would he be in jail?
I mean, he went to court and they found him guilty for sexual assault and all those women.
Well, let's say this.
Yeah.
You gotta give us one.
Give us what?
You gotta give us one. In their world, he ain't living what R. Kelly living. Their money could have been the same, but he ain't living what R. Kelly living.
Right.
So if he ain't living what R. Kelly living, then no matter what we talking about that has anything to do with him, we know the truth. R. Kelly, no matter how great you are, they canceled out all his music, but ain't nobody stopped Elvis. He was dating a whole 14-year-old child. Ain't nobody stopped Woody Allen. He had his whole cousin. I think he was.
No, that was his adopted daughter.
Was she a child?
Yes, she was.
No matter if she was adopted daughter or not, she was a child.
Right.
Ain't nobody stopped.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, but we got R. Kelly for legends. A-L-L-E-N-G dead. Legends.
Do you think that he'll do his full time, R. Kelly?
I know he's gonna do his full time. You know why?
Why?
Because if they gonna cancel your music, that has nothing to do with who you was.
But some people think it's
Elvis is still the king. That's all they say, right?
Well, some people think that
what?
What? They
what? They ain't do that to MC Light.
It's a conspiracy when it comes to R. Kelly.
They ain't do it to MC Light. Shit, her first good song was about messing with a 17-year-old child. I love you, MC Light. But her song was that. Think about it. LL Cool J, same thing.
What about LL?
LL Cool J, remember one of his first songs was about touching little girls. Backseat My Jeeps and all these other songs. They were little girls.
I don't want a little girl.
They were little girls. Look, go further back. Go further back. LL even had "Ooh, I Want to Mess with the Child" songs. As long as you saying you a mess with children, they got you.
What about okay. Well, they try to get the greatest ever, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, that's totally opposite. I don't think he messed with no children. I think what they did, they cloned him. And the little clone was...
They cloned who?
Michael Jackson. You didn't know Michael Jackson was cloned?
No, they ain't cloning Michael Jackson. Why you think they cloned Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson been dead. I was there when he said his last words. That's how I know.
You what?
I was there when he said his last words. He was like, the guy came over, walked up to him, and I was sitting up there. We were just chilling. He was up there just puffing away. You didn't know Michael Jackson. So he just puffing away. Killer comes up there. I call him a killer because I got to work.
Right.
So he comes up and he said, Michael. And I'm looking like this. My head's up because, I can't run. My legs don't work. Yeah. So I'm like this. He said, Michael. Michael looked at him and his last words was, shot him. You know what I did?
What do you do, man?
I got up out of there. They dug a ditch, slung him up on a whole trail, a train track. You know that train he got? They put him up under there, and that's where they left him. And then they got the little clone and said, burn him in Pepsi. And then that's how they threw him out there. His face and everything got changed.
All right, this is the last question I'm asking. We'll get up out of here.
Let's go.
They're talking about transgender men becoming women who are playing in women's sports. How do you feel about that?
I think that transgenders should be able to play in women's sports.
So you're okay with a man transition to a woman playing in women's sports, correct?
Definitely.
And why do you feel that way?
Because you'll never hear a woman you'll never hear men complaining about some woman that came to our sports. There's always a woman that used to be a man. Let me say it right, because I might be wrong. No, there's always a man that used to be a woman that's still complaining that she can't win.
What?
There's a woman, do the math, think about it. There's always a woman that's a man. Because remember, we talking about transgender.
Right.
She's still a woman.
Right.
Complaining.
Right.
About that she
right.
can't win.
Right.
You ain't enough man then, baby. That ain't a man trait. That's a woman trait. And I know y'all gonna hate me for that. But you'll never hear men say, you know what, brother? I can't believe that transgender girl just beat us in this track race. I can't believe she just beat us in this boxing match. You know, one of them got knocked out. I can't believe they just beat us. Yeah, you'll never hear that. There's always a woman became a man complaining that she can't win. So I don't see no big deal. As far as men, she ain't no competition. She becoming a man. We got men can't beat us. So come on out here if you want to get knocked out. I love a transgender boxer.
You love to see that?
Love them. Because the fake line to talk about you can't put your hands on people, man, I would knock the mess out of that used to be woman. I'll knock her out so fast, I would love it.
Why would you love it so much? You knock her out?
Because it's the one time I ain't got to worry about something. I said, I can't believe you did that. You don't supposed to put your hands on women. I'm saying, hold up. She identifies as a man. And I will knock her out again. I'm going to just hit her while they're on the floor. Pow! Because you can't never get too many punches. How can I say this? You can't never get too many sneak punches.
Right.
So when you getting jumped, if you getting jumped, everybody they throw in a lick.
Yeah.
You don't know who it is with it. So I'm saying if she's transgender and she want to play in a man's sport, let her get punched just like any other sucker man that will get punched in the forehead and in the face. Let her fall. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's the best thing for her. Because if you want to walk in as a man, you need to take all this butt whooping like a man.
Oh my God, man, you're a mess, boy.
I think transgender is the best thing on the planet right now. You know why?
Why?
Because now, if you got to pee real quick, you can go in either one of these bathrooms. You ain't just got to check. So I think it's a good arrow. This is an era where everything is okay because I done knocked on the man's door and somebody in there. But at that 1 second, if I identify as a lady, I can go knock on that other door and take a good old dump. And ain't got to worry about it because it smells good in the girl bathroom. I've been identifying as a woman for a couple of days. I ain't even gonna lie to you because I like their bathroom. Our bathroom would be it'd be.
So you go in the women's bathroom? If
I identify that day. Now, no, I don't identify all the time. Because sometimes you
identify. Why are you identifying?
Because they can't stop me from going to use their bathroom. If the man's bathroom is full, and when I'm finna walk in that girl, and she said, you can't go in here. I said, excuse me, I identify. And I walk on in. And I go take
But you ain't dressed like no woman, though.
I identify. Identify. It's not let me say this. Since when does how you dress is how you identify? Ain't it about your gender? They don't say clothes transsexual. They don't say about your clothes. They say it's about your gender. They don't say trans clothing.
Right.
They say transgender.
Right.
So if I walk in that girl bathroom and I identify as a woman.
And you've done this?
13 times. 13 is my number.
13 times.
Every time on the plane.
13 times you have identified as a woman.
Every time.
Even though you wasn't dressed like a woman.
Exactly. Because who gonna tell me different? Exactly. I done got discounts like crazy because folks try to act like I ain't.
Give us a story before we check out of here.
I was trying to get on the 8 Mile Club, and I had a lady that was on.
What's the? Tell the people what the
8 Mile Clubs. When you on the plane and you go into I had to get carried in the back because I had to use the bathroom because my leg don't work. So me and Sally was on the plane, and she ain't have a seat beside mine because we couldn't get seats together. So she was all the way in the front. I was sitting in the back. And right then and there, I said to myself, you know what? I want to get on the 8 Mile Club. So guess what I did?
What you do?
I threw her a plane because, we don't want Texas. She can't read. She ain't have a glass.
Right.
So I threw a note that said, meet me in the bathroom. Threw it all the way to the front. The stewardess picked it up and said, somebody wants you to pick up to the front. Guess what she did?
What she do?
She raised her hand and said, it's me. So she came on to the back. Now, mind you, I needed Gracie to pick me up. So Gracie came on the back and I said to the steward, she just gonna help me to use the bathroom. So she picks me on up. She goes in the back. You hear a bunch of stumbling because Gracie she ain't the littlest. She's a biggin. So the big long story short, she had to ooze me on in just so she could get in. Because if she went in first, there wasn't no way I was gonna be able to get on inside that bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I gets on in there. She gets down and we gets to gumping. And that's how it happened.
The who gumping?
Gumping. Because I'm a granddad, she's a grandmama, so humping that's for husbands and wives.
And it was 13 seconds.
Well, give or take 12. Why? Because we're in a plane and I'll tell you.
Well, before we go wrap this up, Mr. Sims, anything you want to tell the people? Any message you want them to take away from this interview?
Yes. I'm going to say this. If you lead a horse to water and it don't drink, buy a board. And you know why?
Why?
Because a cow don't take milk unless you got a rat running.
You heard it here, people.
That's an old proverb, man.
That's the end of the interview. Like, share, and you can watch this full video once it's edited on my YouTube channel. Y'all have a good one. God bless.
Jesus loves you, and I'm a gonorrhea.